It's evangelism aimed at an audience that preachers may not be reaching.
We have to win this young hip-hop generation for Jesus Christ, and what we use is hip-hop music.
Our music needs to change.
Somebody doesn't want to be a player. Somebody don't want to be a thug. Somebody wants to live right. Say yeah!
Help us reach a lost generation before it's too late.
Ephesians chapter 6 verse 1, it says, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Now, children, why should you obey your parents? Because God said so. It's not a detailed discussion. He says, for this is right. Paul said, for this is right. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise. And guess what? Verse 3 tells you what's going to happen if you do that. What? That it may be well with you and you may live long on the earth. So I clearly see there's a benefit to obeying my parents. I clearly see there's a benefit to honoring my father and mother. Why? Verse 3, that it may be well with you and you may live long on the earth. There's benefits. Verse 4, this is for the parents. It says, and you fathers, do not provoke your children to wrath, but bring them up in the training and admonition of the Lord. Parents, don't push your kids to the limit, because the edge is right there. There's the edge, right? There's the edge. The edge is right there. And all you, just a little provoking, just a little irritation, and you're going to push them right over, and everything you said that they can't do in your house, they're going to go and find another house that they can stay in. Some friends that they can stay in so they can do their things. See, Paul's talking to the children and the parents. Children, you need to obey your parents, but parents, you need to learn how to be parents. There's a way you raise your children up. Don't push them. And it's so unfortunate, you know, with Hip Hop Sunday, it's like, so many parents, they're just so stiff-necked and just like, oh, how can you dress like that in church? How can you allow that in church? You think what I'm doing right now is blasphemy. Because I'm not wearing a suit. I'm not wearing a shirt and a tie. You get so stuck in tradition. Now I like suits and ties, but also like khakis and Chuck tees. I like jeans and t-shirts and hats and beanies and do-rags. I like that stuff too. And whether I'm in the jeans and the t-shirts or the suit, I'm just as saved as I was in either one. I'm just as righteous. I haven't lost any righteousness points. He doesn't have a suit on. He doesn't have a tie on. He's not saved. You know, it's like we get stuck in these ideologies, these traditions, like this is how I have to look at church. And if I don't look like this at church, I'm not glorifying God. There's a way you talk to your kids. There's a way you present things to your kids. You know, if you don't want your kids getting into something, you lay some things out. And many times, you know, we get stuck in these traditions. You know, you can't dress like this, and you can't listen to that, you know, kind of music, or you can't watch that on TV. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. And you don't really give them legitimate reasons, and then you push them away. And a lot of young people have been pushed away from the church because of things like that. There's a way you present things to your children. There's a way to raise. Don't provoke them to wrath. Don't provoke them to the other side. But the scripture said in 1 Peter, says you are a chosen generation, special people. Our young people today, they are chosen, they are special, they are peculiar, they are unique. Yes, they are. And you'd be surprised how many people I could get saved dressed like this. You'd be surprised how many people I can minister to dressed like this. But we get stuck in our views and our ways, and think about how many people that are rejecting Jesus, rejecting the way, the truth, and the life because of the way you presented Jesus. You know, presentation is important. You're special. You're chosen, young people. You are special. You are unique. The world should want to be like you. The world should want to look like you. I just want to encourage you to be peculiar. To stand out. Be chosen, 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 be chosen.
This is Cheryl. I'm in Denver, and God has just blessed you. Thank you so much.
This is Joshua. Oh my goodness, you blessed me with that broadcast. You don't know how you blessed me. And this is something you can battle the world with, man. I showed it to one of the pastors. They love it.
My name is Bruce. I just want to say thank you, sir. I really love these sermon songs. I have Volume 1 and Pastor Jones and Creflo and all them. Basically, man, I just want to tell you that this has been a blessing in my life.
I know sermon songs and life radio and all that stuff is bumping, and you getting your pub. But man, it's gonna wash away if you come out here to the West Coast. For real.